Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you are brand new here, welcome. I'm glad you clicked on this one. If you are a returning subscriber, you will probably recognize the title of this video because today we are doing a update for a project pan, which is Project Level Up. So if you have seen my initial videos or seen all of my updates, you know that I run this slightly different than the way it was originally intended. So I'll have that very first video linked below, as well as any information that is necessary. So guys, I have finally finished my level 2, which was the E.L.F 18 hits wonders pan. It is 18 palettes. For level 2, I needed to use every single shade 2 times, as well as use the shades Evergreen and Solar 10 times each. So this is the Evergreen is this beautiful green here, and then Solar is this yellow here, and we have hit the goals. All right, so let's talk about this palette really quickly before we figure out what we're going to roll in for the next thing. So currently on my eyes today, I am wearing 3 of the shades. I am wearing this top shade over here called Pave, not sure how that's pronounced. And then I'm wearing Heat, this orangey, and then I'm wearing Summer, which is another peachy orangey color. And that is what I'm wearing today. And I really like this look. I really do. I've enjoyed this palette. This is an older palette in my collection, but it is still sold. I don't know when the last time was that I saw it in stores, but it is definitely still available online, at least the last time I looked. And it's honestly a great palette. It has so many different colors that you could use this for every single season and be able to get great looks out of it. But let's talk really quickly about the formulas. So there is some fallout with all of the formulas, but honestly, it's one of their better palettes as far as formula goes, in my opinion. It's very soft feeling. It doesn't feel gritty at all. And the fallout is easy enough to just do your face makeup after so that you can easily clean it up. The shimmer shades are beautiful and work best, in my opinion, with either your finger or a damp brush, but honestly, the finger is the best way to use them. All of them work really well together to where you can blend them out really nicely, and they don't really get too muddled looking. If you blend them too much, of course, like if you're really working it, they're gonna start to become a little muddy looking. But honestly, unless you're like really just staying in the same place forever with that brush, you're not gonna have to worry about that. I think that the hardest shades to use in this for me was definitely the yellow, the Solar. So having that be the 10 uses was difficult, but I found that my favorite way to use it was as an inner corner kind of brightness, which was different for me because I typically save that for like shimmers. So doing a non-shimmer color right there was different and really fun and really made the looks pop. Using the Evergreen and the Solar together was great. I think that the oranges in here are some of my favorite oranges I've ever tried on the eyes, so that's saying something. The pinkies look great. I'm just not the biggest fan of pinks because they tend to either pull really pink or really red. And neither of those colors really do amazing things with my skin tone, but they do work well. The purples, great. The blue, great. This color down here, shade, is probably my least favorite. It just was a little harder to work with the other colors to seem like it was something that was necessary to make the looks I was making. But on the other side, Supreme was very easy to use with a lot of colors. And then Peachy, I think, is the one I went into the most. I used it with a lot of these color combinations. So that is my thoughts on this. Would I recommend buying it? Honestly, I think it's worth it. For an 18 pan, if you like these colors and you're going to wear these colors, I think it's worth it. If you're not into the brighter colors though, and you're only looking for like the more muted colors, then I would say maybe find a different palette, because this one really shines with the brighter colors. The yellow also, I will say, part of the reason why I didn't like it on like the rest of my eye is because it was a little patchy and a little hard to work with for that, versus just doing it in a very small area made it really build up into something bright like it looks like in the pan. So I am excited to be rolling this one out, even though I had a lot of fun with it, because I am ready to play with something new. So we're going to be leveling up to level 3. For level 3, that means whatever is rolled in has to be used. So every shade in the palette has to be used a minimum of 3 times. And I either have to pick one of those shades to be used 30 times, or I can pick 2 shades to be used 15 times, or 3 shades to be used 10 times each. Little complicated there, but I believe the original intent with this project pan was that you would use every shade at least 3 times, and then you would pick one shade to hit pan in. But the majority of my palettes are nowhere near used enough to hit pan in, so that's why I changed it up a little bit for me. Now, I would like to be able to pick one of the shades in this next palette to use the 30 times, but I haven't looked at it yet. And I'm saying that because I do already know what the palette is, but I haven't opened it, even though I opened it like when I first got it, but I haven't looked at it in a while. Let me show you the roll so you can see what I rolled in. I just used this nifty little app, and I put all of my palettes in, and I click the little button and it randomizes it, and it brought up the Juvia's Place, the Blushed Rose palette. So this I did open when I first got it, and I've not used it. So I actually, like, I remember like the tones that are in here, but I don't really remember what this looks like and how many shimmers or mattes there are. I do believe there was at least one shimmer in here. So let's take a look at this. Because I'm opening this, I'm making myself a new rule that once I'm actually opening a product and using the product, I must part with the outer packaging, which is hard because this packaging is so beautiful. Okay, so this is the outer packaging. Juvia's Place is a newer to me brand. I have been exploring or playing around with their products since the beginning of the year. This is going to go to the trash, saving me some space in my drawer. But also, look, they package everything so well. So well. And then I do save these for shipping stuff. All right, so this is just a cute little 6-pan palette. Beautiful, beautiful artwork on here. I do kind of wish that it was a little raised and textured like this is. That's part of the reason why it's so hard for me to get rid of some packaging, is because sometimes there's something on the outer package that I like a little bit better than the actual package itself, but that's okay. At least the look is still there. So opening this up, yep, this still has the plastic sheet on it because it has not been used, but the colors in here are all gonna be these pinky tones, which I just got done saying the pinky tones tend to pull in different ways for me than I really like. So I'm excited to try this one out though, because these are kind of more pink tones that I've not tried before. Well, I've tried a little bit close to this, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. This has 6 shades, and it looks like 2 shimmer shades. So I will have to use 4 of these shades at least 3 times, and I'm going to do 2 of them 15 times each. And for that, I am going to choose, do I pick both the shimmers? I don't know. Actually, let's swatch this because I've not even swatched this. I've not seen what this looks like on my skin. So let me do that real quick. Let's see. Oh, that is so soft. That is something that I have really enjoyed with the Juvia's Place palettes, is that they are such soft feeling things. Oh, that is a beautiful, wow. Okay, I cannot wait to show you this. I'm gonna do the top row first. Okay, I just did the quickest of swatches and I kind of don't know how to show it. Hopefully that is showing up. I kind of needed to do them more over this way, but I kind of didn't. So, there we go. I'm gonna learn how to do those swatches a little bit better because that is kind of hard to maneuver, but that's what that is looking like. You can't even, I don't think you guys can even see over here. But those are actually really pretty. So the first two have, so these first two have an orangey tint to them. This one is very, very pink. This one is pinky orange looking. And then this one is a very light pink, but it's still very much true to its pinkness. And then this one is like a pinkish brick kind of look. It's the best way I can explain it. So I'm actually excited for this. I think this will actually pull really well. So I am going to do the first two shades as the ones I'm going to use 15 times. Yes. So this shade and this shade I will use 15 times each, and everything else I need to use at least 3 times because we are in level 3. I'm actually very excited for this now that I've swatched these because I was thinking it's going to be much more pink. I'm excited. And this is something that I think will go great for summer. So because it's a smaller palette, I think I might be able to get through this one faster than the E.L.F. one as far as getting my uses in and getting you guys the update for the next level. But we'll see. So just so you guys know what's coming. When I do level up to level 4, that is when I will personally be adding a new rule, and that is that the palettes that I roll in must have a minimum of 5 shades. So that means that there is no chance of any of the mini little E.L.F. palettes being rolled in from here on out for this round of Project Level Up. So I'm excited to jump into this one. Do you have this palette? If you do, let me know which shade is your favorite and any tips or tricks for using this palette, or what color combinations do you like the best? Thank you so much for watching this update. If you want to be notified of all of my future uploads, please make sure you are subscribed and hit that little bell button if you want to be notified right away when the next videos go live. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all very soon.